What is up, my crazy beautiful Verticonians? My name is Vertico, you can call me V, and thank you all so much for joining me today. I hope you're as hyped as I am, because I'm definitely hyped. I hope you've already checked out the Jurassic World video which has gone up today, which features me fighting the Valkyrie 77. That was pretty crazy. Wait, was this video going up first? I don't know. Well, it's a good surprise ruiner, I guess, if it's not going up first, I guess. But guys, thank you all so much for joining me today. We're going to be talking quite a few things about the Tiny Dino World Aquatic update, and boy oh, do we have a lot to talk about. If you guys aren't quite sure what I'm referring to, well, I'm going to go for a few things. You're seeing an image right in front of you now. This is the leaked image that was leaked, of course, yesterday. I had a guy message me a couple of days ago telling me, oh, look at this, is how cool this is. I accidentally got access to the beta sort of front screen, and this is what I saw, which, don't get me wrong, is awesome. I didn't actually leak it myself because, well, unlike sort of Jurassic World ones where I've sort of leaked it or shown it off, I've not leaked it. It's already been out there when I've sort of shown the image off, and this was literally fresh off the pile, and I felt a bit bad, so I did reach out to the devs. Devs were like, look, we're absolutely fine with this, damage control wise, there's no sort of major issue, we've already said it's getting close to the release anyway. I was like, fair enough guys, thanks for that, and they said, yeah, put it in your video, we're absolutely fine with that. And they've actually given me something else which is completely exclusive, which we'll see towards the end of the video, something they want me to show you guys, and it's freaking crazy, so stay tuned for that, guys. But in this image, I just want to go through a few things. In this video, I'm going to go through a few things about this image, another image they uploaded not too long ago, and of course, the exclusive image that I'm really hyped to show you guys. But in this image, as you guys can see, we've got what I can probably guess is a gigantic Mosasaurus, mouth fully agape. Well, about to eat all of these other things that are around the Triceratops, the Ceratosaurus, I guess, the Brachiosaurus, the Dimorphodon, basically everything that's out there. But if you actually look into the detail a bit more, what it actually suggests to me is it's water versus land. So, ooh, that could be interesting, couldn't it? How could that work? Do we actually fight dinosaurs? Are we fighting the land? Or is it just sort of adding a new type of creature as opposed to adding a new type of scenario? So not water battles, just water creatures versus what we've got now? Is it a new type of battle? So there is water creatures like we've got now, but it's a different type of battle. Is it water creatures versus land creatures? We don't know. It not only answers quite a few questions like what sort of variety we're getting, it makes us ask so much more. So I'm really hyped to find the answers out when this update comes out soon. We have been told it is soon, and considering the fact we're on 1.1.13 now and it's 1.15 in this image that the update goes live, we best get ready because I'm pretty sure it's very soon. Within the next couple of weeks, I'm going to take my prediction 2 to 4 weeks at the most. And in this image also, you'll also notice the left hand side, quite clearly a plesiosaurus, some description, a long-necked creature there, sticking its neck out. Quite a significant size difference, but it might just be perspective, or it just might be trying to focus, so it's sort of with the art style, it's trying to focus on the Mosasaurus mainly. We've also got some form of other, either pliosaur, Liopleurodon, what was that there, another type of Mosasaur, or any other prehistoric marine reptile I haven't mentioned already. Quite clearly, I wouldn't say bottom left, sort of mid to bottom left. I can't actually see any other aquatic creatures myself. I think I may have actually just seen one just, oh no, that's part of the building. No, so that's the only ones I can actually kind of see right now. We might get some other ones like some turtles or something, but it is just crazy that you can of course see that it's taken on the land creatures. We've seen all these land creatures before. There's also a human being standing up against me. I think that's Maya, I'm not 100%, standing up facing these sort of aquatic creatures, so that's pretty damnest of cool. So what we're going to do now is we're going to move on to the next image, and that is water is coming to Tiny Dino World. This is the second image just like this. The first image was of course featuring the Mosasaur. Everyone's prediction for this creature, however, is either a Tylosaurus, Kronosaurus, or possibly a Liopleurodon. I'm going to lean towards the Kronosaurus personally. It's quite a small creature, being that it's nowhere near as big as in comparison to the Mosasaurus, but at the same time it's not so tiny. If you look at the sort of landscape to size ratio, it's nearly what, 3/4 of that tree, so it's pretty big still, don't get me wrong, it's just not as big as the Mosasaur, or it might be, Mosasaur might have just been more of a zoomed in image, I suppose, but it's definitely really cool. I love the red, I love the fact it's got green eyes, something like unique to have a different colour of eye, and it just looks beastly, guys. I'm not gonna lie, I'm really hyped for this. Not just that, this one, okay, this one's got quite clearer water, there's no sort of reflection. I'm pretty sure you can actually see its tail and its sort of flippers in the, I wouldn't say flippers, it is a flipper, I guess it's a flipper, in the water right next to the sea, coming and right next to the T in 2 Dino World. So it's right in the bottom left hand corner of the text, so it's quite cool that you can see that. But guys, this is what you have tuned in for. This is the exclusive. and I'm so hyped to show you guys this. Art Games decided to show me the warriors that are coming to Tiny Dino World. You think, oh, you know, that's not too bad, it's not bad. But it has so much more than just seeing the warriors, guys. I promise you that much. We get to see that little guy that was swimming with the Megalodon hat previously. This pretty much confirms the Megalodon, okay? He's got sort of a sort of shark tooth sort of dagger. The looks of it is quite white, sort of grey, as opposed to sort of silver and grey. It sort of suggests sort of a bone or tooth, so that's pretty damn cool. He's wearing what looks like, well, barely anything on top, and he's got some sort of like trunks. He literally looks like a superhero. And I'm just saying now, this pretty much confirms Megalodon. The red eye, the sort of the way that eye set up, it might be a mosasaur. With a sort of a weird sort of fin structure, or sort of just for his helmet, I guess. But I'm pretty confident that is a Megalodon, and that is freaking crazy. So not only do we get to see these warriors, we get to sort of assume what they will be. The next one in, this sort of oyster sort of thing, honestly, I couldn't tell you. If they're bringing sort of prehistoric oysters into it, that's such a unique thing to bring in. I don't know what it is, of course. It might not be that. It might be some sort of... I'll be honest, I can't even guess. I literally don't know. He might be a bomber. I was thinking potentially a sort of an aquatic bomber, sort of like it closes up and explodes or something, possibly that, but I don't actually know what he is. The first guy's quite clearly some form of warrior. The next one in, the third one, I can't tell if that's a creature on top of its head or maybe just a load of seaweed, but it's definitely got some form of magical ability sort of holding out these orbs, possibly a healer or shaman, I guess. I'm actually thinking the shaman's the last one. I think it's more of a healer personally. And the last one, he looks so cool. It's actually a merman of some description. He's actually got a tail, so this is actually not human, this is actually a merman. That's pretty cool. He's wearing some really unique armor, but you can see straight away he's got a sort of a staff that suggests to me he's the shaman itself, or he could possibly be an attacker. It'd be quite interesting to see a sort of magic attacker. And he's sort of gear wise, he's got sort of a fin coming out of his arm. He's got a sort of how do I describe it, tail tail with flips on, and his ears are sort of like I'm trying to think of sort of, do you know, there's always those sort of theories that there's sort of things that live under the ocean that are humanoid. That's exactly what it looks like, and I freaking love it, guys. I freaking love it, and I love Art Games, and thank you so much, Art Games, for giving me this image to show to you guys. I really hope you guys have appreciated it. If you have, make sure to check out Art Games on Facebook, and if you haven't already, make sure to check out Tiny Dino World. This video is not sponsored. They just gave it to me and said I could if I wanted to make a video, so I'd like to stress that this isn't sponsored. This is literally me just loving them so much, because I do. And if you haven't already, check out Tiny Dino World the game, and we have a Facebook group for that as well, which you can join, so if you want to, go ahead and do that. There's me, Scott, Boggy, and of course Beaver, who will also be a member of that. So if you want to join that, see what we're up to on that group, or see sort of the conversation between the community, definitely check that out. Guys, if you have enjoyed today's video, please drop a like down below. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe and join my crazy bit of Vertico. I'd super duper appreciate it. My name's Vertico, you can call me V. Thank you so much for watching, have a nice day, and ta-ra!